G'day folks, this is Sim and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Well, I've been a busy boy and there's been a lot of grind work and a lot of grunt work, but we have a wall. It's not completed yet, but we're certainly close to done, and we have the main part done at the moment, which is the most important thing. So as I mentioned, we've got an interior kill zone for emergencies that hopefully will not actually get used, but it's there if we need it. We've got a nice 2-wide lip around the outside edge to stop hopefully spider zombies getting in, and I will be putting towers on each of these corners at some point. Let's just finish skipping around here. In fact, let's jump off down here so that you can have a good look at how we're going. Now, the main trench is still a work in progress, and I've got a lot of work to do here yet. But ouch! And yes, you've got to be careful you don't bump up against those things. So I've got the wood, it's just the work, and one of the biggest problems is that there's a lot of digging to dig this trench, and I am almost completely out of fuel. So we're going to deal with a few bits and pieces today. Just odds bods, nothing really major, but there are a few things that are worth taking care of. Don't you love it when they pop in like that? Let's get that spider zombie if we can. Beautiful. Hey, you're going round in circles. Oh, that was a freaky shot. Alright, what is that? Rabbit? I don't have time for the rabbit. Okay, so the reason I'm over here, we may as well check these corpses while we're at it. There's another one around here, but I'm not sure where, is I need to cook some stuff up. At the moment I've got the forges over here, which I'm going to be using for a major mining operation sometime in the not too distant future. But the problem is that forges and campfires generate a lot of heat and they attract a lot of mobs. So we are going to grab the corn, and I probably won't, I will have to spin back here because I've left the blasted meat behind anyway. So let's grab the remainder of the stuff that I left over here. And let's just stop and think about what we're going to need, because I have a terrible habit. 1, 2, 3, 4, all of those. I have a terrible habit of leaving stuff behind. So we're heading out onto one of those islands because I want to set up a whole bunch of campfires and forges, well, mostly campfires, away from everything, but not too far away. So that means I'm going to need stone. I knew there'd be something I would forget. And I'm probably also going to need some fuel. So guess what? We're going to make another trip inside. Can I do it? Oh dear, sorry. Hang on. We'll unload a little bit of extra odds bods. Probably aren't going to need the shovel. That should do it. And now we can get some stone. As you can see, I've been putting together some supply chests so I can find some of the more common things. And we're going to need some fuel. We'll take a stack of logs, and now hopefully we've got everything we need. So we'll head down the road this way. And then we'll head out onto one of the islands. And I may even look at some point in putting some sort of bridge out here. Oh, okay, we've got a few random zombies. But I want somewhere where I can basically set up a base or set up some camps just to do some cooking, so we won't be attracting too much attention too close to home. So we've got this little island over here which looks like a good one. We are probably going to have to evict the residents, and looks like there's some food over there that they've been playing with. That was a miss. It's probably going to decay before we get to it. Oi, leave it alone. I can't hit squat at the moment. That's okay, we're far enough away that the sound won't matter. Or it shouldn't matter, although we might have some stuff down in the... we'll grab that pork, and that's probably all we can grab at the moment. Oi! What a terrible shot. Right, is that everyone? I hope so. Okay, so let's make ourselves up some campfires. Yeah, 6 should do. And while we're crafting those up, we'll just clear ourselves a little bit of space up here. Now the only danger about doing it out on one of these little islands is that I may possibly get visitors that come straight up out of the lake. So we're just going to have to see how it all plays out. Wish there was some way of destroying these bodies, because they do get in the way until they despawn. Give him a bit of a push. There he goes. Okay, so we got our campfires, we do, and we better throw those stones down so we've got a little bit of... the drop mechanic drives me nuts. Right, so let's do this. We want 1, let me place that, 2, 3, 4 on that side, and gonna end up probably with 4 over here as well, and that should get us going. So let's get the cookware in place. Gonna need a lot of pots. Let's see if that stuff despawned over here. Where's that pig carcass? It's all gone. We may as well kill the heat signature. Oh, delightful. You just gotta love that sound. And for now, we're gonna pop a grill in here, and I just may as well throw them all in there. It's not gonna really matter. So, first things first, bacon and eggs. We don't need the extra 4 that we picked up from that pig, because we should have 80 there if my maths is good, and it rarely is. So that's going to be just a little bit more than what we've got going there, but we've got enough wood, it won't matter. Okay, now over here on the other hand, we're going to be boiling up an absolute ton of water, and I wish I had done this beforehand, because it's going to take 20 minutes to get that done. However, we'll get it in here now and we'll move on from there. So that's 20 minutes worth of wood. Same with this one here. And then finally we've got to deal with Where is it? Where's my venison stew? Have I not? I haven't actually made it in this game. So, venison stew is venison plus water plus corn plus potatoes. And venison stew is the best food that you can get in the game. The only downside to it is that it actually has a smell to it, so it's not the best travelling food, but as far as food goes, it fills your hunger bar up by 40, which is 10 higher than the next highest on the rank. It also hydrates you. It gives you 15 points worth of healing, and the highest boost that you can get for wellness. So eating venison stew will definitely get your wellness up to that top level of 200. The downside is that it smells, so it's not something you want to carry around with you. So we're going to cook all of this up. We've got the recipe now that we've popped that all in there, and I've got all of this water for it, so and of course I have to do it the hard way, so I'm just going to click this lot up to 64, and I'll just warn you, got to be careful when you're doing this, because if you click it over by 1, it will reset everything and you'll be back where you started. So that's going to take 30 minutes, and we've got company coming. Let's get that in there quickly, get it cooking. We've got a small horde maybe, or we've just attracted some friends. Let's get over here and let's take these out. Looks like it's just some randoms. Nothing behind us, nope. Okay. Nothing to get too stressed about. Cloth fragments, oh look, I'm going to have the space, so I may as well grab it. There's a few different uses for the cloth fragments, so... Oh, gun oil. Never goes astray. Okay, now I think that pretty much covers it. I do need to make up a couple of storage chests, so actually we don't need that much, so we'll do that now. And while we're doing that, we will take this fella out. Never knock back a good food supply. Hopefully we're not going to have too much to bother us. There we go, some extra venison. Ah, that's right, there was one more thing that I wanted to cook over here. So we'll get that going as well, and then we should be done. I can hear company. There you are. So as you can see, even though we're out in the middle of this lake here, that doesn't mean that we're going to get left alone. And it also looks like we've got a pack of, yep. Now, when you see a bunch of spider zombies like that moving in a pack, they've been attracted. And they will signal... Can we take them out from here? It's going to be a tough shot. That's one. How I managed to get sensed all the way over here is beyond me. What are you doing? Keeps falling down there. Anyway, there is one thing that you've got to watch out for, and it's something that I may have actually gone a little bit too far with this one. We'll just have to wait and see. The fact that I can see my house over there makes me think that it'll be okay. But when you move far enough away from an area to unload the chunks, there are some bugs in the game at the moment. and those bugs mean that you can lose the stuff that you've got cooking, or it will stop cooking, but it will use up all of your fuel. So you do want to be careful when you're setting up stuff that's going to be cooking. Same goes for forges, that although you've got a fair amount of distance away, you still want it to be in an area which is chunk loaded. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I am going to let this stuff cook. I might head back to the base, although how about we head over here, because there was over here a little campsite. The tent's gone. It was salvaged for cloth, and as you can see, it's one of those places where the zombies have a tendency to gather. So we're going to have to clear out a little bit of space around here first. Come on, give me the shot. And try not to drown. Crikey. I think we'll just do it the easy way. Again, we don't have to worry about attracting too... Whoa, he took that. Nice. Oops, that was a miss. Oh! And a bad dodge too. And another miss. And one hit and I'm infected. Jeez, that annoys me. You have no idea how much that annoys me. Well, maybe you do. Is that it? Oh no, we've got a crawler down there. Let's jump over just so I can get my shot in. And you. Where'd she go? Oh, that really blasted her back, didn't it? And I'm sensed, so there's probably something in the water around here. Okay, another beaker and a bandage. Nothing really exciting. Let's get up. We're going to be able to get this guy. Yeah, nothing there. Looks like the sun's going to be going down. Okay, green tank top. Now, because I've been over here and I obviously left that behind, you can see that this is reset because it's been so long. Iron boots, it'll save me making them. Some water, it won't go astray. What have we got in the cooler? A potato. Okay, well I don't think I really need that, but I'll take the glass jars. Tree stump, flashlight. Anything else of interest? Oh, we got more company, some more glass jars. Let's toss that on the ground. Hey, you! Bugger off! Okay. Another cooler. I think the tent was about here because I think this guy was leaning up in the back corner. Yep. Take the bullets. Thanks, mate. Good on you. And what do we got? We got trash bin. And I think that's pretty much everything. There's nothing in there. The sun's about to set, so we're gonna have to bug out. So, oh, there's one more backpack with, okay, nothing that I don't have. We probably should get a collection of different coloured clothing, so we'll grab that as well. Alright, so we're rapidly running out of time. Now our campfire should be over here, and we've got company spawning up here. Let's see if we can get rid of this fella. He's obviously come to investigate. Yep, nice shot. And there's another one. Well, that's a miss. Can't see anything now. Hopefully he can't see me. Don't jump. Stop it! Bloody game. He spotted me. Okay, now he might be summoning company, not sure. And it's getting late, so I'm going to have to bug out. that's still got 10 minutes to cook, so there's no point me hanging about. So I think I'll make a run for home, and I'll meet you guys in the morning. And we are back. It's a lovely day, just like every other day. That is one thing that I do hope they do. It was something that came up during discussions today. I'd like to see them introduce some weather effects into the game. I'd like to see a little bit of rain, and I would also like to see blizzards or snow in the biome, in the snow biomes. That would certainly add to the risk factor. There's quite a few things actually that I think would go down well in this game, and I'll probably talk about them at some point in one episode. Maybe put a post up on the forum. We'll see how we go. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be going anywhere today, but that doesn't mean that we won't be going somewhere this episode. As it stands, the bacon and eggs are done, and that's going to keep me going with travel food for quite a while, particularly if I cook up baked potatoes as well. The tallow's cooked up, and I'm going to need to make some more candles up with that. But the tallow also has another very important use. In fact, if we have a look at it over here, if we take tallow and we render it down, we get biofuel. Now, I don't think the recipe shows in game, but you need 3 biofuel plus 6 grain alcohol. Now, the grain alcohol is a random drop, and you can also make it if you cook down or what's the word I'm looking for? Distill corn. But you need a lot of it, and if you have a look at this, to cook up 64 biofuel, which is going to make us approximately 20 tins of fuel, that's going to take 160 minutes. So that's a lot of in-game time cooking. So biofuel takes a long time to make, and it's generating... Oh, hello! I completely... And look at that. There's the drop. Now the downside here is that if we chase that, we're going to be turning off. But what the heck? Let's just take a bearing. If we were standing, where is it? I've lost it. Seriously, where did it go? The plane. Oh, it's over there. So if we're standing on this chest, the bearing that we're looking for is, come on, give me a target. Well, that's just off at the first main bar. I'll be able to remember that. I might go exploring a little bit later, or I just have to remember straight at that tree over there. And considering the way the map looks and the distance that appeared to be, my guess is going to be that if we zoom this out, alright, we're probably going to find that drop somewhere around this river here, maybe a little bit further into the city. Okay, alright, so the venison stew has still got 7 minutes of cooking time. Whoops. I have put the coffee in, that's got 9 minutes to cook up, and the goldenrod tea unfortunately has got nearly 30 minutes of cook time. So I don't really want to risk leaving the area and having this stuff despawn, so I'm going to do some stuffing around back at the base, and I'll come back and get this stuff. Now, we won't be calling the episode yet, although I probably should do a time check, so look, just bear with me for a second. Okay, so yes, we will be calling an episode, but unfortunately we've got some fun and games, and this is a beautiful opportunity for me to show you guys what happens when you get spotted by spider zombies and they send out the call. So you can now see, now the spawns might have been affected by the water, although I definitely did have zombies coming. Another one, there's the third. And this is a result of all of this cooking. So if you're doing this cooking in your base, you're going to bring them in. I'm not going to take all of these on. It's just going to be a ridiculous waste of ammunition. I wish that I could get at the nurses. This isn't too bad. I've had it much worse than this, to be perfectly honest. That's a fairly decent sized horde. But they will literally look, and there's more coming now. Whoops. If I tease them, sooner or later I'm going to do something silly and get myself killed. Wouldn't mind taking out the big guys and the nurses, but at the moment I don't have any explosives and I don't want to waste all of my ammo on them. So let's just head back over here. Get up on this hill so we can have a good look at what's going on. A few guys over there. Not a bad pack. Normally they will actually, when the spider zombies turn up, they will spawn all around you, and I must admit it's a little bit off-putting to see them just appearing. It's not really very immersive. It would be better if they basically spawned further away and came running in, or something. You can go away. So anyway, yes, it's way past time. I am definitely going to call it an episode. We will head off this way and draw them away, and I will come back a little bit later when that stuff's had a chance to cook down. And in the next episode we will actually head out. So just to give you an idea of what we will be dealing with, or what the plans are, there are a few things that I need. As I said, I can make biofuel, but it is a long drawn out process, and I have spent so much time working on this base. Is that damaged there? Do I need to do some repairs? Yep. I have spent so much time working on this base that I need to get out of the place and get out and about. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a bit more about getting the materials you need for concrete, or more specifically getting gravel, which is something that you do need quite a bit of. We're also going to see if we can find ourselves a petrol station. So we'll be heading over to the wasteland. We may go into the city if the spawn rates are low, but if it's insane, then we will probably skip it for the time being. And what we will probably do is head out on the roads. Not sure which direction we're going to go yet. We might head up this way through the snow, or up through here. It looks like that road will loop around, which means there's a good chance there'll be an intersection that splits off over there that might be worth checking out. I've done a fair bit of tracking up through here, and we know already that there isn't much, and we do have the option of heading out this way as well if we really want to. But yeah, we're going to go on a bit of a trek. In the meantime, I'll get some stuff done around here while that stuff cooks up. We've got travel food now, which is good. We won't be attracting too much with the smell. And I do love the bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs are the second strongest healing food in the game, and I like them a lot. Requires a couple of eggs, which is a bit of a bugger because you've got to spend a lot of time gathering up eggs. But the only other thing you can use eggs for that's really useful is blueberry pie, and it's not a bad food. Bacon and eggs heals 30, blueberry pie heals 20. Both of them give you a little bit of a boost to your wellness, but the extra boost you get from the bacon and eggs is 3 points of healing as well, which isn't much. But when you take that into consideration with the extra fullness that you get out of it, I actually prefer it over blueberry pie, although I probably will make up a batch of both anyway. So, as for that, we will come back next episode and we will go off on a road trip. Until then, everybody, look forward to seeing you and take care of each other. Ciao for now.